I've not been this excited for a single since the last Swans album cycle with The Beggar. I think the first single they released off of that album was Paradise Is Mine, and it did such a good job of getting me excited for that album. It was so different from what I expected, considering what had come before it with like the trilogy. And I am absolutely fascinated to see what I Am a Tower is going to be. This is a 19-minute song off of an album that is 7 tracks, presumably 2 hours, because this album seems to be doing a similar thing to what the trilogy and the Beggar were doing. In fact, it seems to be connected to those, considering what the album cover looks like. I'm going into this not knowing what to expect. I know people have heard this from like a live setting and stuff like that, but I haven't. I don't really listen to Swan's live performances. I don't think I've ever listened to one in full before, so I have no idea what this song is going to be. I'm going in completely blind, and that makes me so excited. With that being said, let's just get straight into this. I can't believe this is real. I Am a Tower. Starting with Jennifer Jiro. Wow, that feels very glowing, man. Actually, it feels more Beggar than glowing, man. Whoa. This feels very Godspeed. I don't know, there's something about this, the fact that there's no real rhythm to this, it's so abstract, it's so panoramic, it feels so Godspeed to me.
With thin boneless fingers and pink polished nails, I saw the upturned faces, searching fading lost stars.
The song's called I Am a Tower. That guitar thing on the left literally sounds like a radio tower, or a siren tower even. I'm kind of stuck for what this song means. I have Genius up here with the lyrics. I don't know, it's just a little confusing as to what this means. Whoa. Feels like the antithesis of the Glowing Man, where the Glowing Man is the guy losing his mind and it's him sort of seemingly going on like a killing spree or something like that. This is like a moment of complete clarity, feeling like he is the only person who is seeing something that no one else can see. He is a tower. He stands above all and he's able to see everything. Okay. Oh my god. Wow. Everything clicked at the end there. Oh my god. Okay, so my interpretation of this song, lyric wise, is that this song might be about Michael Gira's sort of experience with having a fan base among the Swans fans and sort of his response to sort of his music helping people. He seems to be talking about that in the intro and in the bridge. It's a repeating of "I alone will fix it," and then you come down here. He says, "I'm a tower," over and over again. I see dotted lines upon the edge of the skies. I reach into the night. I grab my sword to fight. You millions of falls down your swimming pools. I collect the heads on the last man left. And then he says, "I'm the power of mind. And when I think you smile, I am a kingdom of one. Behold what I have become." It seems to be talking about his connection to people's emotional experience and how his music has sort of been something that is able to help people through that. And at the end, the very end here, I'm a lamb, I'm a kitten, I'm a tiny pink poodle drifting away. The tiny pink poodle thing, of course, being a reference to the iconic artwork behind the band in which Michael Gira is portrayed as a pink poodle. And then drifting away maybe is a statement about death. Michael Gira is aging, saying maybe that he won't be here for people forever to be able to create this music that connects to so many people. And man, that really hits. There is so much to take in with that song, dude. It feels, again, like the antithesis of so much of what we've gotten from Swans post-hiatus. It feels a lot more optimistic. It feels like there's a certain hope hidden under all of this, as opposed to, say, The Beggar, which is a very bleak, very honest look at death. You have The Glowing Man, which is about struggle and turmoil, with the only glimmer of hope being finally peace, sort of seeming like this character being finally let to rest and being let into heaven. And then To Be Kind and The Seer are both very troubled albums about being in hell and the mundanity of being alive. This feels almost as if it's portraying death as a new beginning, which my whole theory about this album in connection to the trilogy and The Beggar is that, of course, The Seer is like walking through hell. To Be Kind is the experience of the mundanity of being alive and trying to be a good person. The Glowing Man is a reflection on the two of them before finally being let into heaven as a reward for all of the turmoil and a reward for finally coming to a point of self-acceptance. And then The Beggar is about being on the brink of death and the fear and the very harsh sadness that comes with everything surrounding it. This album seems to be looking more at the beauty of life and death. It seems to be looking more at human connection and at the fact that, again, from my interpretation of these lyrics, Swan's music has been able to help people, and Michael Gira sort of forcing himself to come to terms with the fact that he is drifting away and will not always be here to create this music that connects with and helps people. And look, Swan's music has helped me through a lot of shit. Like, this is a band that I come back to very often, especially whenever I'm dealing with things. It's like their music is able to speak to me on a very deep emotional level, particularly an album like The Glowing Man that I feel is just able to just take me to like a completely different world, and it's just so easy to get lost in and so easy to find so much clarity in. Hearing that be directly addressed is so meaningful to me, is so impactful to me, and makes me appreciate this on a level that I didn't expect to. This exceeded my expectations. This song is packed with so much stuff going on. It feels genuinely like the band taking a new step forward. There are bits and pieces in here that I can say, oh, this feels kind of like The Beggar. This bit feels a little bit like The Glowing Man. There's even little bits and pieces in here that remind me of some of the larger moments on soundtracks. But the song as a whole feels new. It feels like such a bright, optimistic, truly gorgeous take on the Swan sound. I went into this album a little worried that they were going to be retreading the same ground. The Beggar did that in a way that I felt was very interesting, that was very thematic and actually meant something because it was about death and sort of Michael Gira's own mental trip down memory lane. I was worried that this album was going to start doing the same thing and start feeling a little bit too similar to the trilogy, the Beggar soundtracks. But no, this feels like them legitimately progressing. And that's all I could have hoped for with this. Yeah, this like squashed all of my worries and confirmed all of my excitement. I didn't expect this song to get me on such an emotional level, man. This is wow. Initial thoughts. This is like even better than some of the highlights on The Beggar for me. I would give this song a 10, and that might sound hyperbolic, and I'm gonna need to listen to the song again, and maybe on further listens that will maybe grow or shrink. But in terms of what I went in expecting, in terms of what I got out of it, and considering the fact that this did speak to me on such a deep, impactful, emotional level, I legitimately would give this a 10. This is the best way to start this album cycle imaginable, and I am so glad that this band is still going. It gives me so much joy that a band that have been going for 40 years are still able to put out stuff of this quality that's even better than the stuff they were putting out 40, 30 years ago. I am, yeah, I love this band. What can I say? People will give me so much shit for glazing this band so much, but this really does speak to me on such a deep level, and I can't wait for this album. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was I Am a Tower. Let me know what you thought of this single down below. Did it meet your expectations? What did you even go in expecting? If you didn't hear this song performed in a live setting, and what did you end up thinking of it by the end? Does it increase or decrease your excitement for the upcoming album? What is your excitement level for the upcoming album? I have reactions to both The Beggar and The Glowing Man on my channel. Please check those out if you haven't. Those are like two of my favorite videos that I've put out. One of them is from like very early era this channel, like it was late 2023, and the other one was, more recent, where I was a little more, in the swing of things, had much more of a confident personality and whatnot. So yeah, please go check out those videos if you haven't. I'm so proud of both of them. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next single and when the album drops. Thanks for watching. See ya.